Welcome, everyone. My name is Lorena Carroll, and I'm an Ayurveda wellness consultant, and you are listening to part two of how to balance mind, body, and emotions. So what I wanted to let you know and kind of reiterate from the last call is that anytime you look to achieve really optimal health, you have to look at the mind, body, and emotions as a whole unit. They're not separated. Whatever you do to the mind affects the body. Whatever you do to the body affects the mind. So this is crucial in optimizing your health because you have to know what to do in your life that's going to balance all three of those. Because whatever you do to the body affects the mind, and whatever you do to the mind affects the body and the emotions, and so they're all interconnected. And so if you eat something and it's not the right food for your body type, then of course, they could create some physical health issue, but that's always going to relate into something mental, some mental imbalance. And it's so hard for people to fathom that, but even doctors now are very, very keen to understanding more deeply that mind-body connection and how the emotions are greatly affected by so many things that we do. So now we have, it's June, and we're coming into the summer season. And always when we change seasons, when we go from, in a sense, summer is beginning June 22nd, and so that's the beginning of summer. So we're sort of ending spring, going into the summer, and it's very important in Ayurveda to follow the different seasons and to have different routines during the change of the seasons to help keep balance. This is what I believe, and what Ayurveda would believe, throws people off kilter and gets them suddenly just feeling horrible, anxiety, depression, sleeplessness, restlessness, feeling so uncomfortable in their own skin. And often that's due to not following a good Ayurvedic routine, working too hard, not getting enough sleep. So this has to be a real check for us all the time. You have to sort of check in with yourself and see where you're at. If your emotions are starting to go awry, you're feeling irritable, impatient, angry, anxious, stressed, overwhelmed, definitely time to just take a break. Now, of course, many of you say, well, I'm running a business or I'm working for someone, I have a full-time job, I have kids. Take a break, no matter what you have to do. So you don't have to be superwoman or superman to get so much done in a day. Take the kids or take your parents or whoever you're maybe caring for and just take a break and breathe. I often get concerned when people have very busy schedules and they have absolutely no downtime. I know a lot of college students are coming back. I'm doing wellness consultations for them, and they are just burning the bridges at both ends, or burning the candle at both ends, as they say. Um, just wearing themselves out. It's that FOMA, fear of missing out. It's kind of a expression the kids say, and it's just not good. If we don't stop and take rest, the body is going to react. So what I'm noticing, many people they'll have mono quite often because they just keep wearing down the immune system. In colleges, anxiety is running rampant. A lot of these college students are on medications, which of course have negative side effects, and it's not what you want. Because if you start in college with very intense dosages of medications, it's only going to increase, and then you're going to become resistant to that medication. They're going to have to try to find new medications for you, and it's going to be a vicious cycle. And this is also for adults in the working world. It doesn't mean we can't work and be expansive and do all the things that we love. It just has to be with balance. So there are some of you listening this evening where you might be too underactive. Maybe you're not physically active enough. Maybe you're not mentally active. Maybe you have a very sluggish digestion. You're sluggish in your behavior. You're tired. You're fatigued. So you're not getting a lot done, and that's causing some frustration for you. Some people on the other opposite end of the spectrum, they have energy, but it's a nervous energy. It's just sort of this treadmill type energy where you might be busy all the time, but how much are you really getting done? And it's often when we're stressed and tired that we may not get a lot done. because we're just not really productive because we're not focused. And so you can lose a lot there. So that's why the rest is the key. Of course, I always talk about transcendental meditation, and if you are practicing it but not regularly enough, I urge you to get back to it. And if you have not been trained in that 4-day class, that is, this is going in my book as the #1 recommendation for good health. I know that many doctors are recommending it for good health, and I really recommend that as the #1 thing. So that I would take care of right away, because that allows the nervous system to get very settled, the mind and body to start to relax, and that will alleviate a lot of stress. So the second thing is make sure that you're exercising and moving body. It's a beautiful time of year, even if it's raining out. The weather's been beautiful in most areas. If it's too hot, then you'll have to exercise inside if you're in some areas that are really just dangerously hot. Arizona, of course, would be one of those locations, and sometimes Florida. So you don't want to be foolish and go out in the midday sun, but you do want to get exercise either early morning or later in the evening, maybe 6 or 7 o'clock, and really move the body. Go for walks in nature. It's very good for anxiety and for depression to be exercising, moving the body. There's something called sun salutation, Surya Namaskara. And I'll demonstrate that on another video, but you can probably look them up online if you don't already know them. And they're very good. And sometimes yoga, go to a yoga class. We are having some retreats. If you do practice transcendental meditation, I'm having a retreat coming up in August and September of this year. 1-day retreat, a weekend retreat, and where we're going to do yoga and we're going to do pranayama. Some of you may have heard of that. It's a breathing exercise. Alternate nostril breathing exercise, pranayama. Very, very settling to the mind. So exercise, get the body moving, stretching. It relieves so much tension, and it allows you to be very calm and very settled. Go about your day. So between the meditation and the exercise, that's going to help. And then do oil massage. That's #3 on my list, because the oil massage will help you sleep better, which sleep is very important. It's #4. So sleep is very important, but if you don't do the proper things, like meditate, exercise, and do these oil massages, you may not sleep well. So this is all, those top 3 are getting you now into the 4th, recommendation, which is sleep. And so this oil massage, right now with the summer coming, you would probably want to use olive or coconut oil. Those of you that are still, even in the summer, cold all the time, you can continue to use, which I've recommended to you, you can continue to use your sesame oil base. There's Pitta massage oil. It's more soothing, more cooling for the summer, so that could be used as well. And it just depends. If you're hot all the time and you really have hot flashes, or you have children that are really angry and sort of always hot, throwing off their sweaters and everything, you need to cool them down, and coconut is cooling in nature. Sesame oil is a little bit heating, but if you have the Pitta massage oil, that's sandalwood oil in it, which is cooling. So it'll be very calming. So that's what I recommend, because you have to make sure that you're doing whatever you can to get good sleep. If you're not getting good sleep, then life is not going to be fun, and you're not going to be feeling enjoyed, but you're not going to enjoy anything, and you're going to feel completely overwhelmed, and that's not what we want. So make sure you're getting enough sleep. That's going to be crucial to the whole process of mind, body, and emotions in balance. So the massage oil, put it on the whole body. The skin is the largest organ, and the oil is very calming and settling, because it penetrates all the different layers of the skin. You have 7 layers, and it penetrates all of those if you leave it on long enough, and if you do a nice massage. You just do the whole body. And do it on a weekend. I understand that you may not have so much time during the week, but if you do it on the weekend, leave it on for a few hours. That's going to be, very beneficial. And understand that this is a whole process. It's not as if you've had a lot of pent-up emotions and anxiety, it could be up and down for a while, no matter what you do, no matter how many things that you do. to improve upon it. It can be up and down. And when it's down, when it's a bad day, that's when you need to go for a walk. That's when you need to make sure you meditate. That's when you maybe do some extra meditation or yoga or pranayama. That's when you pull back, completely have to pull back. And if not, then you're just going to wreak havoc on your health. And so it's important to get that rest that I've been telling you to do. If some of you are workaholics, whether you're a student, whether you're out in the work world, I understand the fear of the economy or of just keeping a business afloat or keeping your boss happy. I understand those concerns, and they are real concerns, and we want to provide for our family, and so it's important to be vigilant about taking care of our business and taking care of our job, nurturing our job so that we feel like we're doing a good job and we continue to grow and financially, and the company can grow, productively and all of that. But if you don't take care of your health, then you're going to make mistakes in the company, make mistakes in the work that you're doing, and it won't be as productive anyway. So they say haste makes waste. So often in an imbalanced nervous system, when the mind, body, and emotions are not balanced and you're tired and fatigued and just trying to get through the day, you're not being as productive as you could be anyway. And why destroy your health? Take a break. Often when people pull back and most of the time because they have to, they find that they become more creative. They find other ways to bring in income that can make them feel more calm and settled rather than always worried about money. So if you're not tired, well rested, you're feeling healthy, you're having vitality, you have all the nutrients you need, you're going to be extremely productive in your life. And then everything from that point, if your work is better, then your family life becomes better. There's balance, then there's so much harmony in your life, and that's what we want to aspire to. So I do recommend, don't keep up with the Joneses. If you're a woman, I understand that sometimes women are worse culprits about this than men, because women feel like they have to prove more, they have to work harder, because men don't always. I'm not trying to bash the men here, but it's very common. Any woman will tell you that there's definitely discrimination in the workplace against women, and so I feel like as well that has happened in my life, and there has been the tendency to want to work harder and to prove yourself, but you really don't have to. If you take rest, you can be just as productive, just as successful. And so I encourage everyone not to be pressured at work. And if you're in a work situation where they're overworking you and to the point where it's really detrimental to your health, then you absolutely have to look at that situation and see with common sense, how can you change that situation? And what I'm trying to do is really get into companies and encourage them to have a cutoff point in terms of how many hours people can work. And if they try that without that fear of having lower productivity and lower revenue, then I think they will then be convinced that this is a good thing to do. It just takes for everyone just to sit back for a moment, breathe, meditate, do all the things you're supposed to do, and then regroup and go back to something and look and see, okay, where do I go from here? So these are kind of my general tips, because the emotions are going to continue to build up. These negative emotions, if you have negative emotions, they're going to tend to build up and build up and build up, and they don't go away. If you don't have a way to do, and you should definitely do a detoxification program, start off on a diet, a good, healthy Ayurvedic diet for your Ayurveda, specific dosha. And you can go to my website. I have on the front and the back end of these videos, you'll have my website. And you can go on the website. It talks all about the 3 doshas. Start educating yourself on what's really healthy for you to eat, what's not healthy. There's so much information that it really has to be a process, because there might be one doctor says one thing, one healthcare practitioner says another, and there's confusion, and you might be feeling to give up because you're feeling conflicted with the information that you're getting. But I can help you sort out a lot of it. I have a lot of doctors that I know that are friends, that we discuss these things, and there may be still some varying opinions on things, but one thing everybody has in common is everything that I've been telling you about meditation, about yoga, exercise, good sleep, good nutrition. These are really going to be, one of the many tools in your toolbox. You're going to have collect with you a variety of tools in your toolbox, and you're going to know what's going to work for you and what's not going to work for you based on trial and error. And the jury is out on many, many. I understand it's confusing. Every week they're coming out with something else, and to tell you that's good for you or bad for you. It used to be thought wine and alcohol was very good for you, but it's not. I just spoke to a doctor friend of mine who said absolutely not. And many of the doctors will tell you, no, wine is not good for you because of the alcohol in it, because of the high sugar content. And that's another area of health in terms of Ayurveda where I think people need to look at what they're ingesting. That alcohol can be really poisonous to the system, and that can affect the emotions. So I definitely, would encourage people to think about their alcohol consumption, do it in absolute moderation. It's not as good for you as people think, as doctors even might tell you. It really is not. Any type of alcohol, it doesn't matter whether it's beer or wine or hard liquor, it all has very intense amounts of sugar. And the sugar becomes addicting. It wreaks havoc on one's health. It's not good for the pancreas. It's not good for the liver. The cells are not happy when they're overloaded with sugar. And so it's every glass of wine you have is like having a very concentrated dessert, really rich dessert, even though you don't have the fat aspect of it, of oil, maybe butter. Butter would actually be good for you because the butter is good for your brain. But if you're having this alcohol, especially at night, many of my clients complain that they have acid reflux. They have this burning sensation because of the wine. It's very heating in nature, the wine. And so it can cause acidity. People wake up in the middle of the night, they can't get back to sleep. So another recommendation for absolutely balancing mind, body, and emotions would be reduce, if not completely eliminate the alcohol. For some of you, when I say that, you're thinking, how could I ever do that? It's so much part of our culture. And that's true, but why can't we change that paradigm? Why can't we change this to a more healthier lifestyle? And there should not be pressure. I think a lot of people don't really want to drink that much, but they feel pressure. And if you have anxiety, it relaxes you. So that's where social drinking, if you're maybe a little bit socially awkward or just, you're shy, maybe it relaxes you and it helps with anxiety, general anxiety. But if you have those other tools, the meditation, the yoga, the exercise, the good diet, you won't need it. I have not had any alcohol for 30 years, and I don't miss it. My mind is clear. I want it to stay clear. I don't want to cloud my mind with anything that's going to alter it in a negative way. We know that alcohol also kills brain cells. They've done a study at Harvard where they tested the brainwaves of the students prior to going into college and then 4 years later. And they found due to poor diet, binge drinking, not getting enough, they had less brain cells than they did upon entering Harvard. And that's really sad. That's why I tell you that most of the students, the college students today, are way more stressed than any other college students were decades ago. Even though the workload may be a little bit more intense than it was decades ago, that could be one reason. I think it's just overall peer pressure. People used to go to college, they would graduate, whatever their grades were, and so fine. They graduated, and wherever it was fine. But now there's just so much pressure to succeed, to be at the top of your class. And it's great if it comes easy, but not if it makes you anxious and depressed and stressed out and you're not enjoying those 4 years of college. That it's just a nightmare for these students. That shouldn't be that way. Just like your work shouldn't be that way. Part of Ayurveda is finding what they say dharma, D-H-A-R-M-A, dharma. What is your allotted duty? What are you supposed to do in life? If you're doing what you really love to do, it'll be effortless for you. There won't be any there'll be a joy in the work that you do every day. Now, I'm not saying that every aspect of your job you're going to love, but if you know that there's something that you would prefer to be doing, then that would really be good. So it's very important to take time to step back, think about what it is you want to do in your life. Don't make any drastic changes, but think about everything that you do. You don't have to love everything you do. There's aspects of my job that I'm not thrilled about because maybe it's the administrative side of what I do that I have to deal with. Of course, everybody has that. But it's very important to have that be minimal. Whatever is not so positive in your life, but that is not the majority of what you're doing most of the time, because that can also create illness. So to sum up, I think it's, whether we like it or not, if you don't take action to heed the warnings right now of whatever health issues you're having and treat them in a more holistic way, then down the line there will be health issues, and I don't want that for anyone. That is my goal in life right now, is to make these YouTube videos, different aspects of health, to help people. It's free knowledge, and you can just utilize it and absorb it bit by bit. Don't be overwhelmed by it. I've been doing this for 30 years, and I'm still learning with it. I'm still growing. I'm still learning how to balance my own mind, body, and emotions. It's huge. I mean, it's obviously better than it ever has been. But as we age, there are more challenges with the hormonal changes and everything going on, and just, fighting that aging process. But it doesn't have to be grueling. It doesn't have to be accompanied with any grieving or pain or discomfort. It will be a whole completely different life when you start to implement holistic medicine. So I hope that this video has encouraged you to learn more about Ayurveda, to balance the mind, body, and emotions. And if you need any assistance in that, you can go to my website and read more about what I do. And that is www.your, Y-O-U-R, Ayurveda, A-Y-U-R-V-E-D-A, consultant.com. It has been a pleasure to be here with you this evening, giving you this presentation. And tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock, we're going to learn how to make healthy bread. I think I did one video on that, but I wanted to do another video on how to make healthy bread. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining. Bye now.